Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Nick and Helmi. So today we are in
Otaru. If you're coming down to Otaru from Sapporo, it's about 40 to 45 minute ride on the train.
That's right. Normally people stay here overnight, but we decided to do 2 nights here in Otaru.
That's right, because we're going to show you some of the best things to do, some of the best things to eat around Otaru. Now Otaru is really famous for their architecture and also their sushi.
And also glassware as well.
Yeah. Well, without further ado, let us show you some of the best things to do here. Now, if you've been following our Japan trip, you know we were just in Noboribetsu Onsen. So we just taken the train this morning and we've just arrived here in Otaru. First things first, it's about 12 o'clock right now. Of course, lunch. And there's this famous fried chicken shop in Otaru called Naruto. It's not the anime, but there's a lot of review about it. I'm very keen to try it. And now we're just trying to find where the place is.
Yeah, and I found this like soup curry place. We will try soup curry because apparently in the Hokkaido region, is very famous with the soup curry.
So I think we found a place. It's quite a big shop. I think 2 floors here, and then on the top they got like this really cute logo of the chicken. I think this is the right place.
So we are number 9 and number 8 is just being cold. So one more.
Alright, so we ordered a few things here. We got the deep fried half-cut chicken, and then we've got the deep fried chicken here, which is like kind of like a karage, but this is called zangi here in Hokkaido. And then we also got the yunlichi, which is a Chinese-style fried chicken with sesame oil sauce. Now, the difference between karage that you have in Tokyo and in Hokkaido, karage in Tokyo is not seasoned before they deep fry it. It happens afterwards. Whereas in Hokkaido, the karage is actually called zangi. So that is usually seasoned with soy sauce, a bit of ginger, and then after that they add the wheat flour and also the potato starch before deep frying it. So technically they have a lot more flavor. So that's something interesting. I've never tried that before, so we're definitely keen to try this one, see how that tastes. Yeah, but for the deep fried half-cut chicken, I'm not sure what
Looks
they
like
marinated.
normal, huh?
Looks normal, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at the Japanese menu, it says number one. So we definitely have to get that and try that too. Chicken, really succulent and juicy, fresh out of the oil, the fryer there. You can really feel it. Taste a little bit of the soy sauce, a little bit of that ginger. So I want to add a little bit of lemon here, just to give it like an extra acidity to it. Whoa. Very, very hot, but the lemon really gives it a nice kind of tanginess to the soy sauce, the ginger, the crispiness. Like it cuts through the fat really well. So this one is yulinchi, which is the Chinese fried chicken that's sort of smeared with sesame oil sauce as well. And some onion there, spring onion. All right. I feel like this is gonna be sweet. Like it's gonna be like a massive contrast to what we just had, where like the seasoning is just very, very light. But this is like, I know Chinese style is very heavy and very rich when it comes to seasoning the chicken. So the chicken quality is definitely the same. It's like tender, it's succulent, it's juicy, definitely crispy outer layer. But the sauce itself, it's a little bit like a sweet and sour sauce. So that you got that sweetness, you got that tanginess as well. It's like a very light sweet and sour sauce. Like that beautiful, like you can also take a little bit of that sesame oil as well. Really, really nice. So if you love kind of like a sweeter and a richer kind of sauce, then you go for this one.
Wow, this is really big chicken. But cut through very easily. Look. Looks like just a normal fried chicken. Try this. You know straight away the chicken is juicy. If you see over here, there's a lot of juices. So yeah, very tender, very juicy. The coating though, I think it's sort of like salt kind of flavor. So because I've tried this one, the zangi, before, and now trying this one, I actually prefer the zangi because it's more flavorful. This one is like huge punch of salt. If I were to choose zangi, which is the karage, kind of karage style, or this one, I prefer the zangi. Much better.
Okay, so we're out and suddenly started snowing. Crazy.
Alright, so we are currently at Denuki Koji. You can't miss the entrance because look at behind me, the entrance is quite grand, and inside is like a small alleyway full of yakitori, ramen, izakaya, donbori place, but also a lot of street food and of course dessert. There's one place that I really want to try, and let me show you. So I found in Japan, especially the alleyway, the shops is quite small and very short. So if you are very tall people, you need to bend down. Luckily for me, I'm quite short, so I just go straight through, right?
I'm very tall.
For example, like Nick, look at this. You are actually not that tall, but still, right?
Yeah, I think it's just...
Yeah, just hit.
just hit.
And yeah, this is the places. Oh my god, look at that. And you'll see there, that's the place.
So in the middle here, there is this Denuki Koji statue or mascot. Very interesting. Looks really weird.
Alright, so this melon with ice cream, if you choose only the vanilla ice cream, is called Santa no Hige, which is the Santa's beard. Yeah.
Because if you turn it upside down, it looks like a Santa's beard.
Yeah, apparently. But I'm not gonna turn upside down because it's gonna waste the ice cream. But we decided to choose the melon and also the vanilla ice cream because obviously when you are here, you should try the melon ice cream itself, right? I thought it's gonna be big. It's actually quite small, like very tiny melon. Okay. Ooh. Alright, so if you eat the ice cream and also the melon, you can only taste the melon because the melon is extremely sweet. It's like super sweet. But I actually just want to try the ice cream by itself first. Oh, the melon is very soft. You can't really taste much, I think. Let's try the vanilla one. Yeah, I think the vanilla one tastes better, but honestly, the highlight is actually the melon itself because it's like extremely sweet and it's melon, you know, it's fruit, so it's worth it to try.
Outside of Denuki Koji, there's also a bunch of little street food stall here. You can get like kaneki here, steamed crab bun here. But I think a lot of them are closed. It's pretty late now. They might reopen later. When the sun sets before your dinner plans, we highly suggest making a pit stop at Otaru Canal. It's a famous spot here in Otaru where 60 gas lanterns lit up the canal, creating a romantic atmosphere. You can also take the canal cruise if you wish to, but honestly, you're better off looking at it from the bridge. It's beautiful. So Otaru is really famous for sushi, so tonight we're gonna have sushi for dinner. We're a little bit early, but it is so cold outside that, you know, we're nearby and we're just gonna go in and just wait inside. We've got a 7 o'clock reservation. Most restaurants around Hokkaido, it is kind of best to check whether they can take a reservation or not, because if they can, one of the best ways is definitely to reserve in advance. Trust me, sometimes it can get really crazy packed, and if you really want that food, you gotta get it reserved. So for dinner, we pre-ordered that, the 12-piece sushi set. So they even asked us if there's any sushi that we don't like.
Yeah.
But apparently we like everything. So let the chef do his magic.
be okay.
It's like a little bit of live theater here. They were asking us to take photos with the chef, and also like you can just see right in front. This is what I love here, like that counter kind of seating that you can see how things are made right in front of your face. That's like the most beautiful thing when you're eating a dish, to see how things are made. I just love that process.
Toki.
Very fatty.
So this next one is scallop. Wow, the wasabi hit though. Insane. This by far has to be the best sushi we've tasted on this trip. It's insane. This is like 10 times better than any sushi place you've ever tried in Australia. Unbelievable. This is amazing. See, Helmi's never eaten sushi in Japan before, so she was like, she keeps trying to get some soy sauce on her little plate there, and then the chef keeps going no. Like so far the dish we've eaten, you don't even need to add soy sauce. It is just incredible, the fattiness of that salmon at the very beginning. Oh my goodness. Even the hotate, the scallop, was just like unbelievable. Yeah, it's like jelly, so fresh. There's no fishiness. It's just like pure creamy, buttery, like so good.
Japanese hokinai.
That's the prawn's head. Oh my goodness. That is the crispiest and most soft, buttery prawn I've ever tasted. Unbelievable. This is by far the best meal I've had in Hokkaido so far.
And you know what? It only costs, I think, 5,500.
Yes.
Which is like
$50, $60 Australian dollar.
My God.
It's worth it. Absolutely worth it.
Yeah, and we actually didn't choose the highest, you know,
The
set
highest
menu. Like,
set menu.
yeah,
I think just the medium or something
Yeah.
like that. And imagine the premium. This has been 12, Helmi. Felt so fast. My goodness, it's so good. So the last one we've got is this uni. Now we know that in Hakodate we tried uni and it was incredible, right?
It's like jelly.
Is this uni or is this jelly? Insane. That is like jelly. It's exactly like the one we had in Hakodate, but even better. Wow. Okay, that's it for day one here in Otaru, but that was the best meal we had in Hokkaido, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is so good. The service was impeccable. They were funny. It was really, really fun.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you come to Otaru, you gotta go to this place. It's really, really so much fun.
And it's worth it. Like $60
It's worth it.
only.
Absolutely. Look at that. Now it's snowing again, and we gotta walk back to our hotel.
Good morning! Day 2 in Otaru, and we are going to Sakaimachi Dori Street, which is very famous. It's about like 900 meters of shopping street. So there's a lot of dessert, a lot of restaurants, a lot of street food, a lot of souvenirs, and a lot of shopping. And I can't wait to go. Let's go.
It's just after 9 a.m. right now, and the shops are still opening up actually. We may be a little bit too early, but my goodness, the snow is just so powdery. I love this. Yeah, and then the sun's out. Such a beautiful day. Really, really a good day to just walk around the street. We actually had the chance late last night to walk around this street, and it's really, really beautiful. There's a lot of shops that we want to visit.
Yeah.
But it was closing, unfortunately. Since everything is still closed, we're gonna go to this fish cake shop here, which is just behind Sakaimachi Dori Street. Very, very close. And I think it's already open.
Well, you can basically take out home. Look at that. It's so big and it's what? 470, which is quite cheap. Gosh, I think we're gonna love this. Okay, so we got so many selection. Which one you wanna go first?
Let's go with the original, which is the number one.
Number one. This. Okay, so the fish cake itself is pretty nice. It's like very bouncy. If you compare, for example, the fish cake in Busan or the Korean version, it's like strong punch of the fish flavor. But this one is very subtle. It's like bouncy and jelly.
So this is another one that kind of reminds me of saku saku roll, the one we had in Hakodate. This is definitely like saku saku roll. It's like you've got that kind of bread on the outside that's kind of deep fried there. So it's kind of oily, but it's really crunchy. This one I actually like more than like their number one bestseller. I think this has richer flavor, like richer umami flavor. I think that's a bit of a pepper there, and I think there's onion as well. Might be wrong. Let me try it again. Oh yeah, there's definitely pepper in it. Like the more you bite it, you can really taste the pepper, and that pepper really seasons the fish cake really, really well. Wow, this is actually quite a nice dish this month.
Alright, cheese fish cake. So they're using the cheddar cheese. I don't know. It's a bit weird.
It does work though. Like in Busan, like it has to be the one that really melts. You know,
Yeah.
hot. It melts so that when you bite it, like it's just got a burst of cheese.
Yeah,
right?
whereas this one, it doesn't melt. This is like seriously
Like a block?
The block, the cheddar
Oh,
block.
is it?
Yeah, just there.
Otaru's famous for its arts and crafts. So along Sakaimachi Dori Street, you'll see a lot of boutique stores showcasing their glasswares and crafts. Okay, look what we found. A place that sells matcha. Everything matcha. This is like Helmi's heaven, right?
Yes, so I
Oh
love
my
matcha.
goodness.
When we went to Kyoto, I bought too many matcha.
The best matcha is Kyoto,
Yeah.
but we shall check this one out. This is like on the main street here. You can't miss it because the building is literally green.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the matcha ice cream with the warabi mochi. So the matcha mochi as well. Yeah, this one is matcha latte as well. Well, maybe not too strong, the caffeine, like because we get used to very strong caffeine.
From Australia.
Ooh, wow. It's really sweet and it's quite strong matcha as well. Because I was actually quite skeptical. If you see the texture, it's not like, you know, very smooth and very milky. But then when you try it, it's actually very nice. Maybe because it's the Hokkaido milk or something. And also, they got the mochi here as well. Ooh, very jiggly. Normally mochi is a bit like chewy, right? But this one is like super soft. It's more like jelly than mochi. So this warabi mochi is much softer than the normal mochi because the normal mochi, they use glutinous rice as a base, right? But this one, they use warabi ko, or I think warabi starch. And that's why it's a bit softer. But normally they dip it with kinako. Kinako is the soy roasted bean, but this one is matcha. I actually like it. It's very soft and jelly-like.
And jiggly.
And jiggly too. Oh, it's raining. I mean, it's snowing.
We have this theory, right? Every time we're inside a store, the
Yeah.
sun comes out, which is very true. And the minute we want to go out back to the road, it starts snowing.
I know.
It's-
Maybe we're lucky, Nick.
So we found another squid store. When we were in Hakodate, we tried the squid at the morning market. It was
Yeah.
delicious. So apparently she takes that like big squid, she puts it into the machine and it comes out like to the stringy pieces there. It's like the dried snack you usually eat, but this is a lot fresher because this is today basically. Oh wow, the grill, the charred, the kind of like smokiness, you can kind of feel it as well. Beautiful, into like little pieces here. It's not as chewy because they cut it into like stringy pieces here, so it's probably like one of the easiest way to eat squid. But definitely the Hakodate one, the one we tried from the morning market, that is still, I think, still my number one here in Hokkaido that I found so far.
So we found a place at the back of the Kitaichi glass souvenir shop. There's a cafe that sell ice cream. And the crazy thing is they have like 6 or 8 ice cream. Wow, there's so much flavor. Chocolate, vanilla, peach. I think raspberry. Oh, grape! Wow, the grape is so nice. Oh my gosh. What's the other one? Ooh, it's like raspberry. I think grape and raspberry is nice. Peach also nice. So if you just want, you know, few options, maybe go for this three.
Yeah, the melons must be nice too, huh?
Is it melon?
Yeah, there's a melon there.
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought it's peach. This one is melon. Yeah.
In Otaru, there is one place that you must go no matter what to try one of the best dessert here in Hokkaido.
Yeah.
And it's called LeTao.
Yeah.
And one of the thing that you have to order here is definitely the cheese fromage. But of course, their biscuits and all of the rest are also amazing. But that's a classic item here in Otaru.
And do you know that it's actually the birth of the LeTao dessert? So it's originated from Otaru.
Here, Otaru.
Here. And you know what? There's actually branch in Melbourne.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
And
damn.
you can order like from Sydney, so they'll ship it from Melbourne. But you know, that's basically from Japan to Melbourne, and then Melbourne to Sydney. Whereas this
Wow.
one is like fresh.
Yes, fresh.
Yeah.
As fresh as it can get. So on the second floor, there's a little cafe where you can order the cake fresh. That's a great place to kind of wind down, sit down, and just try one of the famous Otaru cakes here. Just the double fromage, and Helmi's got herself a strawberry mochi fromage here.
Strawberry in Japan is like extremely good, extremely sweet, and there's like the mochi texture as well. So it's like very, very nice. I really like this one. It's so refreshing, and the good thing is it's not too sweet as well. This is like so creamy, so cheesy, and so buttery at the same time. And there's a lot of texture. So on top is like super soft, very soft cream. And in the middle you got that cheesy flavor. The cheese flavor is quite strong. And then the bottom part is it's not the biscuits, because biscuits normally like harder, for example like the strawberry one. This one is just like cheesecake, you know, like it's very good. So this is like for cheese lover, milk lover, this is it.
At the end of Sakaimachi Dori Street, it splits up into a little intersection. On the other side, there is the Hello Kitty Otaru Cafe there. And then there's also the Otaru Music Box Museum, where I am at the moment. It is very iconic. So when you go inside, it is so beautiful, but you gotta get up to the second floor. Literally, the view down is just so iconic. It's so pretty, it's so beautiful. It's amazing. The craftsmanship here in Otaru is just unbelievable. There's a lot of handcraft, there's a lot of glassware. Outside of the Otaru Music Box Museum, there's also the Otaru Steam Clock Tower. And then every 10 or 15 minutes, there's a little kind of music that comes out from it. And then there's a puffing steam. Really beautiful sight if you're there and you can catch it. But yeah, this is just absolutely gorgeous, like the view down here. It's so beautiful.
So if you guys go to the top, third floor, there's Totoro shop. Oh my gosh. I'm actually a fan of Totoro. I don't know how many times I watched Totoro. So yeah, it's a quite complete music box museum, yeah? I think we need Pikachu now. Look at this, sushi music box.